Okay, it's really, 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 really foggy today. We had a lot of rain overnight. As you can see by the road, it's all right by the drainage, and the fog is really heavy, as you can see. So, I'm not sure if we're gonna really have a sunrise this morning, but if it does, I will come back out. Good morning. As you see, we have a very dense fog this morning. May clear up, but I think it's going to be rainy again. Yeah, I'm trying to stay positive because Pittsburgh does get a lot of rain. So, but I'm trying to stay positive about it. I'm always griping about it. So, today's reading is for June 9th, Prosperity. And I will get started. Prosperity flows freely to and through me. When I feel stuck or worried, I remind myself that everything I need for a prosperous life is available to me. If I get stressed or feel impatient, that's me, I'm always impatient now. I pause and I notice whether I'm holding too tightly to what I want. I relax my body, take a deep breath, and focus on something for which I'm grateful. Practicing gratitude helps me stay open to receiving greater good in my life. I remain open to the ways my prosperity may manifest. I recall times when the outcome of a worrisome situation resolved in a way that was even better than I had hoped. While I waited, I did my part by affirming prosperity and practicing gratitude. The rest I released to divine mind in faith and trust. This is prosperity, knowing I am in the fold of abundance now and always. The blessing of the Lord makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. That's from Proverbs chapter 10, verse 22. Okay, so I don't know about you, but I'm a big worrier. I mean, having two children, boys, I always worried about things, but they were the best children that I could ever have. I mean, I'm sure your children are the best too, but I didn't have trouble with them running the streets, drinking, smoking, things that I did. No, just kidding. But they had good friends, and I couldn't have asked for more. And now they're productive citizens, 34 and 38 years old. So, wow. Just sometimes I wonder where the time went. Like, where did 30-some years go? How can my Maddie be 34 years old when I remember when he was 3 and 4, and he used to, like, after his one TV show, he'd like to have 2 o'clock tickles. And I know that sounds weird, but he loved to be tickled. He had the nicest laugh. Well, he still does, but he loved to be tickled. And he would have 2 o'clock tickles. He used to watch the show Big Comfy Couch. I don't know if you ever remember that. Lunette the Clown. And she'd have the 10-second tidy. He loved doing that too. And the clock, where she lay on the floor and she'd do the clock thing with her leg off for one way to do a certain time. Anyway, back to the readings for the day. But sometimes we feel stuck and or worried. I know a lot of my worry went on to Matthew because he's just like me. But I try to instill better things than I had when I was growing up. Because to me, a 34-year-old is still growing up. There's so much more to learn is what I mean. But even being my age, I'm just watching there's deer walking across the street over there. Even being my age, almost 60, I don't know everything. I'm going to pause for a minute so you can see the deer. I don't know where the rest of the crowd is. Usually there's a whole herd of them. And as long as they're not in my yard eating my hostas. There you go. Sorry to interrupt, but that's what I wanted to show you. I used to remember, like, when the grown-ups would gather and all the kids would go outside, but every once in a while I like to hang out with the grown-ups. That's why a lot of my friends are older than me, but they used to always talk about, oh, one for prosperity, you know, and it's like, oh, you know, like I never knew what that meant until I got older. But it's like in here it says, I recall times when the outcome of worrisome situation resolved in a way that was even better than I had hoped. I don't know, for some reason my eyes are really, like I can't see this big print. Really foggy, but do you ever have something that you worried about and it's like it came out better than you wanted it to come out, like better than you ever expected it could? And I think a lot of times we need to just let go and let God. That's one of my favorite readings from this book as far as titles. Let go and let God. I'm just looking, misters in the window. I'm so distracted today. Well, I'm always distracted. But I have a very, very busy day ahead of me, and I have a lot of plans for my YouTube channel today, but I also have a lot of things that I have to get done today because TikTok goes to clock, right? TikTok goes to clock, and I don't know, I've really been depleted. I'm so impressed by this new PCP. She actually contacted me over yesterday on Sunday and was telling me about my blood work, and as I had suspected, I do have some issues going on with as far as my blood work is concerned. But I know the one thing, I'm just like, remember I told you, like, sometimes I could just sit down and just pass out, like just I go right to sleep no matter where I am. So there's been times where I fell out of the chair. I mean, like sitting at the dining room table and just missing the end of the buffet. I'm telling you, God wants me here for some reason. I don't know. But I just like so exhausted. And not to mention, you know, my friends passing away and things like that. And she says that I have so much stress, and that's why, you know, your body can't take anymore. It just wants to regroup and relax, but I don't let it. That's like with me only getting 2 or 3 hours sleep. I don't let myself calm down. And that's why I've been listening to Marie. I don't know if you've ever watched her channel or listened to her channel. It's meditation and motivation, or did I get it backward? I think it's right. Meditation and motivation with Marie. You have to check out her channel. I've done a big commercial on here before about her. She has gotten me through so much. Marie, I really thank you. I really do. I just don't know what I'd do without that gal. I've never met her, and She's across the world, and I still talk to her. But Marie, you are a gift from God, an angel sent from heaven. You are so talented in what you do, and don't think that your work does not go unnoticed. Please don't think it's unnoticed, because it is. I'm sure I'm not the only one that can attest to Marie being such a good person, and how she does the meditations and the manifesting. It was just like, for sleeping, her voice is just so calming, and she has helped me through a lot. So thank you, Marie. And everybody check her out, because her channel is just growing leaps and bounds. She works really hard. I don't know how she does it all. So that's some of the things that I need to do that my doctor suggests, but I don't have to get the iron infusion. She wants to try it like over-the-counter supplement, and we will try that and see if that brings up my iron levels and the ferritin. We'll see. I don't know, but I did do my B12 shot already, and my other injection I was supposed to do, which I'm very bad about. However, I still haven't been checking my blood sugar, so I know I need to do that. I know I shouldn't laugh. But guys, keep me in your prayers, and you are always, always in my prayers, believe me. And I just love you guys so much, and I have so much to do. So God, please let me have a productive day, and please watch over all of my friends, family, my YouTube family. Please, God, hear us all. And please, please let this be a glorious day, and let everybody share kindness. And let that kindness begin with you, okay? And as I always say, believe and it will be. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow or next week or a month or a year, but God's time isn't on a clock like ours is on a watch or a clock. His time is way different than ours. So I love you guys so much, and I'll see you later today, hopefully, if I can get my act together. Okay, guys, love y'all. Bye-bye.